all-nighter. Street magic, chopped in silence. Cali Azul on the beat. Need y'all to take a ride with me. I'm just a kid from Fall River, what I know. Riding through my city that they're gentrifying, market rate housing while there's homeless dying. And I know that they're trying cause this program's out there, but they ain't reaching out there, they ain't reaching out there. Empty storefronts, internet to blame, gotta move different if nothing is the same. Entertainment venues, bringing nightlife, transparent police, body cams that's live, I mean live stream they whole shift. Personal info can censor it, even though when involving police it becomes public info. But that's a different topic for a different tempo. Back to my city that they're gentrifying, panhandlers on the Ave and the addicts dying, parents crying, losing kids, half my generation that are doing bids. So how are we gonna get to the youth, teach them right and wrong when not to shoot? Started young in kindergarten, mental health class, your brain's a garden. Teach them all about their feelings till senior year. Let's start the healing. Since tech's here to stay, let's teach with VR, less bills that way. But what do I know? What can I say? I'm just a kid from Fall River. It's just my observations, chopped in silence. Cali Azul on the beat. It's all-nighter. All-nighter. Street magic, chopped in silence. Cali Azul on the beat. Need y'all to take a ride with me. I'm just a kid from Fall River, what I know. Riding through my city that they're gentrifying, market rate housing while there's homeless dying. And I know that they're trying cause this program's out there, but they ain't reaching out there, they ain't reaching out there. Empty storefronts, internet to blame, gotta move different if nothing is the same. Entertainment venues, bringing nightlife, transparent police, body cams that's live, I mean live stream they whole shift. Personal info can censor it, even though when involving police it becomes public info. But that's a different topic for a different tempo. Back to my city that they're gentrifying, panhandlers on the Ave and the addicts dying, parents crying, losing kids, half my generation that are doing bids. So how are we gonna get to the youth, teach them right and wrong when not to shoot? Started young in kindergarten, mental health class, your brain's a garden. Teach them all about their feelings till senior year. Let's start the healing. Since tech's here to stay, let's teach with VR, less bills that way. But what do I know? What can I say? I'm just a kid from Fall River. It's just my observations, chopped in silence. Cali Azul on the beat. It's all-nighter. What up, what up, what up, everybody? It's your boy, Aaron, all-nighter. This is the Fall River Experience, episode 7. Make sure you share this out to your news feed. Share this to groups. Tag people in a post. Tag people in the comment section. Send this out to like-minded individuals in Messenger. It is highly appreciated. Thank you. Also, if you are an admin or a moderator of a group, share this to your group and put at everyone. It tags everyone in the group, gives them a notification, and tells them to tune in. It is highly appreciated, and the support means everything. Now, with that being said, I start each and every episode with the weather. That way, if you ain't been outside yet today, You know how to dress for the day. Check it out. We'll talk about it.
And look at our forecast today. Looking like a good day to eat some seafood, maybe.
Yeah, outside.
Outside by the water.
We'll have cleaner air today. A little easier to breathe for sure as we go through the morning. The air quality right along the south coast, still not great, but it should clean out over the morning hours. Hey, check out this stat. Maybe you're surprised at this, maybe not. The first half of meteorological summer from June 1st right through yesterday, which was the end of the first half, it's the hottest first half of summer on record with an average temperature of 73.5 degrees. That beats that really warm year of 2010. Yeah, hottest first half of summer on record for the Providence area. A good place to be when it's hot down here in Narragansett Town Beach. It'll probably be pretty busy today. 65 degrees in North Scituate. We're looking at blue skies, some clouds around. 70 in the capital city, 65 Smithfield, Newport, 68 New Bedford. You're at 66 degrees. Here are our weather headlines. Much less smoke around for today. That's good. There's still some smoke hanging around, especially the south coast, but it'll be getting out of here. Sunny, dry, pleasant day ahead. Now looking ahead through tonight and into the weekend. The smoke does come back tonight. We'll probably start our Saturday with a hazy sunshine again. Saturday, a little preview of the weekend. We'll see showers and thunderstorms arriving in the afternoon and evening. And Sunday, definitely the better of the two weekend days with lots of sun. Just some clouds passing on through right now. We're nice and dry. We're looking at a warm front off to our south and west. That's going to be advancing in over the next 24, 36 hours, and that brings the chance for showers and storms. Meanwhile, this area of high pressure slides off to our south and east. On the backside of it, we'll get that smoke returning into southern New England, even at the low levels. We'll have to watch the air quality first thing tomorrow morning. Saturday, hazy sunshine to start the day, and then as we go into the afternoon, notice we've got these showers and thunderstorms moving on through, kind of off and on through the late afternoon and into the evening hours, likely done by Sunday morning. But Weather Prediction Center, which is a division of the National Weather Service, has highlighted Rhode Island and southeastern Mass as having a slight chance of seeing some flash flooding later tomorrow and into tomorrow night. So we'll definitely keep an eye on any storms, and some of those storms could be strong, maybe some strong gusty winds as well. So we'll be watching the radar closely tomorrow evening. Sunday, much better, looking at sunshine around here in southern New England. So this morning, sunshine, temperatures climbing back through the 70s, 81 degrees by noontime. In the afternoon, I think we top out in the low to mid 80s. At the coastline today, likely topping out in the low 80s as well. I think we're dry there. Here's that 7-day forecast, including a look at the weekend. Showers and storms for Saturday afternoon through the evening and overnight, kind of off and on, not raining all the time, but any storms could bring just some torrential downpours. Sunday's much better. Monday's okay, maybe more rain in the middle of next week. The entire forecast you can get anytime you want it, including our interactive radar. You can track tomorrow's rain yourself with our Pinpoint Weather 12 app.
All right, thanks to you today. Taking a look at your...
All right, so it's going to be 85 today, less smoky, no haze in the sky. Everybody was like, oh, why is the sky orange and red? Wildfires, Canada. Short explanation. But, guys, 85, 86, that's the high all week. I mean, 60s, 70s at night. Few days of rain here and there. But overall, great temperatures, especially coming out of this heat wave. Now, with beautiful weather comes beautiful things. Fall River has summer evenings in the park. And if you haven't visited one yet, make sure you go check it out. Here's a recent summer evening in the park, presented by Narrow Center of the Arts and Bay Coast Bank in collaboration with the city of Fall River. Check it out. We'll talk about it.
Folks said our lives together sure was gonna be rough. Didn't like Mama's homemade dress, Papa's banquet wasn't big enough. Here I am on the side of the road, rain falling at my shoes. Heading up on the old East Coast, Lord knows the pain's some news, getting through. jam, I guess, but I use a little too much force. Drove the car as far as we could, abandoned it down west. Split up on a cold dark night, both between it was best. She turned around and looked at me, I was walking away. Heard her say over my shoulder, we'll meet again someday. The avenue, tangled up in blue. When we first met, soon to be divorced. Helped her out of a jam, I guess, but I used a little too much force. Drove that car as far as we could, abandoned it out west. Split up on a cold dark night, both agreeing it was best. She turned around and looked at me, I was walking away. Heard her say over my shoulder, we'll meet again someday. The avenue, tangled up in blue. She had a job in the Great North Woods, working for a cook for a spell. Didn't like it all that much, and one day the axe just fell. Drifted down in New Orleans, where I was lucky just to be employed. Working for a while on a fishing boat right outside of Delacroix. All the while I was alone, the past was close behind. Met a lot of women, but she never escaped my mind. I just grew tangled up in blue. I'm on the road to back again, I gotta get to her somehow. All the people that I used to know, they're an illusion to me now. Some are mathematicians, some are carpenters' wives. Don't know how it all got started and what they're doing with their lives. Me, I'm on the road, headed for another joint. Oh, we saw it from a different place, we just saw it from a different point of view. Tangled up in blue. Tangled up in blue. Tangled up in blue. Tangled up in blue. Tangled up in blue.
Not gonna lie, I was jamming out a little bit. But this is my only critique of the summer evenings in the park. If you notice the crowd, you have children under 10, and then the rest of the majority of adults are 50 plus. There isn't much that's interesting enough at these summer evenings in the park for the teenage to 20, 30, 40-year-old crowd. We need more of that in the city, in my opinion. What we have is great. We just need a little bit more diversity in entertainment. Just saying. Now, moving along to this big ship behind me, Battleship Cove, making the news. Check it out. We'll talk about it.
Amazing America 250, New England Pride, sponsored by Washington Trust, the original chimney sweep, New Car Toyota, and New Car Hyundai of North Kingstown.
Well, sitting along the Fall River waterfront, we all see it, Battleship Cove, home to a collection of historic naval vessels that tell the story of American service during several wars.
And now it's under new lighting from the bridge. NBC 10's Abby Buttacavoli takes us aboard this important piece of southern New England history.
Standing beneath the massive guns of the USS Massachusetts, it's easy to feel transported back in time. For more than 60 years, Battleship Cove has served as a floating museum honoring some of America's most important naval history right here in Fall River.
You come here to visit, and you're actually standing on history.
A history that began in the early 1960s.
Battleship Massachusetts is a World War II battleship that served mostly in the Pacific during the war, was decommissioned at the end of the war, and then eventually came back to the East Coast to serve in the reserve fleet.
She sat for about 17 years.
In 1962, the Navy decided they no longer saw the ship suitable for service and decided to scrap her.
But former crew members, veterans, and community leaders rallied to save it, and their efforts paid off.
And eventually, on June 12, 1965, the ship arrived here in Fall River.
Thousands lined the shoreline to welcome her home. She was later designated Massachusetts' official World War II memorial. Known to her crew as Big Mammy, the USS Massachusetts built an extraordinary combat record during World War II. She fired some of the world's first and last American 16-inch shells and served in major battles across both the Atlantic and Pacific. While walking the ship, we found Roger Riando, a veteran himself.
1958 to 1962 in the Navy.
Here to celebrate a special milestone.
Tomorrow's my 86th birthday, so my daughter gave us a tour of this as a present.
He's so enriched and just is so proud that he serves. He wears his veterans hats with honor, and he's so proud of it.
And although Roger says he never served on a ship during his tour, he's glad to honor his fellow sailors who did.
It means a lot.
What started with one legendary battleship has grown into what's now known as America's Fleet Museum. Today, visitors can walk aboard the destroyer USS Joseph P. Kennedy Jr., which served during the Cold War, Korean War, and Vietnam War, explore the World War II submarine USS Lionfish, see Vietnam-era helicopters under restoration, and climb aboard two restored PT boats.
This is a ship that was literally off the coast of Japan at the end of the war. The Joseph P. Kennedy was off the coast of Cuba during the Cuban Missile Crisis. Submarine Lionfish spent her time underneath the Pacific Ocean. It's one of those things, if you can imagine yourself back then, and now you're really here standing on that same piece of steel that did all those things.
Battleship Cove is now home to one of the world's largest collections of historic naval vessels. But the mission here goes beyond preserving ships.
To recognize the sacrifices that were made by people that served on these ships,
sharing their stories with future generations, helping to celebrate a region shaped by shipbuilding, naval service, and generations of families who answered the call to serve.
I think this is more of a stimulating way to learn more about what those people did for us.
Today, the towering ships that once sailed the world's oceans stand as classrooms, memorials, and symbols of service. And for many across southern New England, here at Battleship Cove is a reminder of our nation's history and our enduring connection to the sea. For Amazing America 250 New England Pride, I'm Abby Buttacavoli.
Word. Good old Battleship, Big Mamie. And it isn't one of, it is the largest collection of naval ships in the world. The largest. Google's your friend, bro. Just saying. So if you're interested in naval ships, Fall River, Massachusetts is your destination. You could even spend a night on the battleship if you want to. Now, along our waterfront. We just remodeled and renovated. Old Route 79, Davol Street corridor, Mass DOT, a lot of acres up for development. I believe it's 26 acres for development, some green space. They're making a lot of promises on what our waterfront's going to look like, but the waterfront just won an award. What? Check this out. We'll talk about it.
Massachusetts Department of Transportation's Route 79 Davol Street Corridor Improvements is this year's America's Transportation Awards winner in the Quality of Life Community Development Large Project category in the NASTO region. AASHTO created the America's Transportation Awards competition to spotlight the impactful work of state DOTs and the vital role transportation plays in each of our lives. This $118 million project reconnected Fall River neighborhoods to the waterfront, improving safety and expanding access for all modes of travel. It replaced Route 79 with a lower-speed boulevard, restoring cross streets, adding shared-use paths, and enhancing pedestrian access to the new MBTA South Coast Rail Station. The removal of the expressway also created 25 acres of new open space and development opportunities, boosting economic growth and community connectivity. The project redesigned the corridor to prioritize walking, biking, and transit alongside vehicular travel. Visit americastransportationawards.org to learn more.
Okay, Fall River, American Transportation Award winning Route 79 Davol Street. Hey, awards are nice. They really are. Now, moving along, we're going to get to the licensing board meeting and talk about the licensing board for a little bit. Before we do, share this out to your news feed, share this to groups, tag people in the post, tag people in the comment section. Let's get this up to 500 shares on the Fall River Experience Facebook page. We're also streaming this live on YouTube, on the Street Magic Multimedia YouTube channel, and on Facebook, on the Aaron All-Nighter Facebook page and the Fall River Experience Facebook page. So follow, subscribe, turn on notifications. Check this out. We'll talk about it.
This is a continuance of a matter which has been on the agenda numerous times. For various reasons, we have not addressed it. Just for edification of the board, not edification, just a reminder that this was an issue where we had gotten some complaints from the Florida Police Department about certain things happening over at Leonard's, and we put together some conditions that in place for them. I have been contacted by Mr. Salino, who's done a very good job monitoring the situation. And it's my understanding from the police that everything is, they've done a good job.
They have, yes.
They've done what they're supposed to do.
All conditions have been met.
Okay. And everything seems to be in order over there, which I commend you and I commend your attorney for making sure those things get done. Based on the information that we've received, what I'd just like to do is that they continue to maintain those conditions for the summer till August 30th. No requirement to come back, okay? And if we hear anything from the police who brought the show cause hearing in the first place, then we'll bring them back in. But otherwise, I don't think it's necessary to bring them back in. They're doing what they're supposed to do.
Do you mind?
Yeah, absolutely.
I've driven by there a number of times since like 2 months ago.
Yes.
And I have not seen one incident. The parking lot's clean. It's like a ghost town other than regular customers going in and out.
Right.
So me personally, Greg, I don't think we need to even extend it. I mean, we can lift it if we want. I don't, why put them on any kind of restriction?
Well, I think the reason why I say
Unless you want to. I mean,
conditions, to be very honest with you, I had a discussion with Attorney Salino. I think it's just the signs that are up and things of that nature. They don't have the detail anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So I think when I say conditions, just make sure the signs remain up and just keep it as such. Is there anything else that he's doing now?
Yeah, so what I could offer the board is this stack of paper is still photos that he's taken every single day, just to prove, in case we had to prove tonight, that the sidewalk's clean, the area's clean. He has the signs up in the parking lot. He's closed an hour earlier, right, each night to try to truncate the hours of the business and therefore kind of weed himself of the bad apples. So from my memory of the original show cause hearing, the request was to shorten hours, to have private security detail put up signs and make sure you call the police rapidly when there's a developing issue so that you had time to respond. And I think he's done all of those things.
Can you refresh our memory on exactly what those signs say?
No trespassing, no loitering.
Okay, so isn't it fair to keep those
Yeah,
up?
I
Those
think
are just
they're all-
basic signs.
Keep them up, yeah. I
Keep
would-
them up
there's
past
no
August
intention to take them
30th?
down.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what
Yeah, I just don't want to keep you under restriction, like saying that you are kind of like on probation until August
That's not my
31st.
intent on that
Good.
at
Yeah.
all. Not at all. They've done what they're supposed to do.
Yeah, I believe that.
And at that point, at this point in time, I have no issue with just having a motion to take off any and all restrictions, other than keeping the sign, so forth and so on. I know he's done things. He's increased the price of his nips to try to weed out certain people coming in. He's done his best to try to do what's right over there. So I have no issue. So we can take a motion to take off any and all restrictions. I got no problem with that.
make that.
Let me just see if anybody in favor, anybody opposed to this? Okay. Here, no one being here, I would entertain a motion to remove the restrictions with the exception of signs and so forth and so on, and that he'd be allowed to go about his business.
I'll make a motion to relieve the restrictions to Leonard's package store to go about business as usual.
Thank you.
Second.
Thank you.
Questions on the motion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Good job. Stick
Yeah,
with the
good
code.
luck.
Good.
Thank you.
Okay, so Leonard's package store was having issues for a while. There was a lot of people loitering outside. The owner felt a little threatened, he said, and his employees felt threatened, to the point where there was a lot of drug crime activity around. So what the licensing board made him do was hire private security and put up no trespassing, no loitering signs, raise the price on his nips, and close an hour earlier on the weekends. All obviously affecting business, but for the safety of the community and the business owner and employees. So he accomplished all those things, passed flying colors, and apparently no longer needs those restrictions. However, still plans on obviously keeping the no trespassing, no loitering sign because it just makes sense, obviously. Now, moving along on the licensing board, we're going to get to Latino's Cafe on County Street, trying to get live entertainment, but being advised kind of to withdraw their motion. What's the reason? Check it out. We'll talk about it.
Item 7, entertainment license amendment to add live music. Latino Cafe, 296 County Street. Excuse me, mine. Rosbel Guerra?
Yes.
Okay. Can you please state your name and address for the record, sir?
Roosevelt Guerra, 150 Maple Street, Somerset.
Okay. So what do you have there now for entertainment?
Just a pool table.
Oh, you don't have any entertainment?
No.
But it says you want to add live music. I thought you had something else.
No, I got the recording music.
I believe there's a copy of the lease towards the back.
Okay. 296 County Street.
Yo, Chick's Cafe when you were a kid.
Chick's Cafe.
Remember? You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, for some reason I can't.
That's Harrison and Coney. Right down from church a little bit. Church doesn't even exist anymore. You know what I'm talking about?
Harrison.
Yeah. A little jaunt to Flint Street. If you're coming up Harrison. Not Harrison, I mean Hargraves.
Yeah.
No, it was a Hargraves, right?
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah.
That's the one way.
Yeah, it's Hargraves. County.
That's late though. That's late. That's a residential neighborhood. You want to have live music all the way to 1 o'clock.
It's not, it's just a couple of guys gonna play guitar. It's not a.
I know, but we don't control that. After you get live music, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
I'm just
But like
late.
I say,
I don't want.
Because there's a small place, I don't want to put it.
I know it is. I just, but I also don't want it. I don't want it to become too. It's just late. It's late. 11 a.m. to 1 a.m. in the morning. 11 a.m. to 2 a.m. in the morning. It's mostly all houses around there.
Yeah, but
With no
outside
parking.
you can hear
With
anything.
no parking.
Yeah, I know. How about, will you take closing earlier? And then if it goes well and there's no problems, you come back to be extended?
Well, it's my turn to make a motion anyway. I'm not gonna make a motion on this. I'm not gonna support it. Okay. So you can make a motion.
I think it's only fair to let him have a shot at it and see how it works, especially if it's
Right,
just
so
some
because
acoustic
business kind of slow now, try putting some.
I don't have.
If he's
It's
if
not
he's
a
willing
big
to
band
close
you're
a
gonna
little
put in,
earlier.
just couple
Well,
guys
maybe-
play guitar.
I would be
You know
willing to
what I
give him like live music from like, for instance, 4 in the afternoon to like 9 o'clock at night and give him a chance. And if we don't have any problems for 6 months and have him come in back at the end of the year to make sure we don't have any. I don't know if that's reasonable to you, Mel. I don't have a problem giving him an opportunity, but I don't want it to turn into something bad.
What time is he currently open until?
He wants it from 11 a.m. in the morning. I'm not sure why.
No, but his current
No,
hours of
just
operation.
the restaurant open at 11, because it's a restaurant too. The music is gonna be like at 9 until 11, you know what I mean? At night.
Yeah, his license to operate the restaurant is much earlier. But I don't have a problem giving him like live entertainment from like 5 p.m. to 9 p.m., 10 p.m. It's got to be early and give him a chance and have him come back here. Any question? Anything from the police?
I mean, there wouldn't be. I agree to what you mentioned, the opportunity to give them a chance.
Yeah.
But I do agree.
Excuse me, sir. There's a good or bad on the police department. That's all we need from you.
We don't have an issue, but I understand that it could potentially be an issue. We wouldn't want that for him because he's been a good business owner and we haven't had issues there.
Yeah. And I want to give him an opportunity. I just don't want a problem with the neighborhood when it goes from 0 to 100, 2 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. I know it's that, but when we give it to you, sir, you can put live music, a band. We can't stop it once we give it to you.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure it's okay. I'm not trying to not give it to you or hurt your business. We want to help business.
Yeah, I just try to put, I don't really,
Yeah, you want
because the thing is, it's not every weekend. It's gonna be once a month like that, you know what I mean? It's not gonna be like.
How long have you owned this establishment? 22 years. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, and you know what's happened in that bar in the last 22 years.
Yeah.
As well as I do. Okay.
Well,
I've been the owner for about 22 years.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean,
but you know something? It's for sale.
Well, that's right here. So
you gonna sell it?
I'm retired.
Well, I don't like hearing that.
So I don't really.
That doesn't
matter if you give me the permit or not.
Make me more apt to give you the license.
You know what I mean? It's just it's up to you. I don't really. I care about it.
You've been there 22 years. It's one thing. I want to give you the opportunity to help you make money, but not as a negotiating tool to go sell a license. That I'm not interested in doing. I'll tell you that.
Is it currently on the market?
Yes.
That changed my life.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm in favor of this at this stage of the game with that kind of situation, in all honesty.
I think with it being on the market and pending it sold, then the new owner could then apply.
You've been,
for
yeah,
that.
you've been here for 22 years. We got a track record, as the police just said, with you.
Yeah.
I don't know if that same track record is going to hold up with somebody else. That's more so now. And you said that, and I have nothing against you, sir. I don't know you, and I'd like to help you, but I don't.
I got no problem with that. If you guys can do it, that's fine.
How long has it been on the market for?
We just put it in the market.
Just now.
Yeah.
And somebody can come in and do one.
Yeah, and they can come in.
Well, I don't want to. I'm going to ask you, but it's your decision. I don't think you got the votes here on the board. I can't speak for them.
Yeah. Okay.
Judging by what I hear from Michael, Melanie, I would, if I were you, I'd seriously consider withdrawing it so we don't take an adverse action. So then if you get a new owner and they want to come and say, we want to get entertainment, and they can establish what they're doing, it won't be, well, we already denied that gentleman. If I were you, that's what I'd do, but I can't advise you. That's probably.
You just did.
Well, I think I just did too. I caught that, but I think that's what I would do.
Okay.
And if that's okay with you, you have to be in agreement with that, though. I can't have a motion for that. You have to be in agreement whether or not you want to withdraw it right now.
Okay.
You okay with that?
Yeah.
I'll entertain a motion to withdraw this petition.
That's fine.
Okay, make a motion to allow this gentleman to withdraw his petition.
I'll second.
Questions on the motion? Hearing none. All those in favor? Aye. All those opposed? If you get a buyer, have him come in and give us his plan.
Yeah.
Okay, tell him he's not precluded for having a license for entertainment. Have him come in so we can talk to him what he intends to do.
Not a problem.
Okay?
Yeah.
So you can tell your broker, whoever's trying to sell your restaurant, your business, okay?
Yeah.
All right, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
As you can see, he was trying to get live entertainment license. However, open mouth, insert foot. He was going to get the license under certain conditions that, hey, not have it at 1, 2 a.m., a little earlier. And then we'll do it like this. We'll extend it as long as everything goes good. He's like, I don't really care. I'm retired. It's up for sale. They're like, well, wait a minute. That changes everything. And obviously, they're not going to give the license to him for live entertainment for him to use it as a bargaining chip in selling Latino's Cafe. But Latino's Cafe on County Street is for sale, and you heard it there first. Now, remember O'Gill's restaurant, how it was for sale? At first, it was going to be all apartments, and then the owner said, we're going to keep the restaurant downstairs. We're going to keep the same menu. Then it came to be, it's not going to be the same menu as O'Gill's, but it will be a restaurant, an apartment upstairs. Well, neighbor issues between the restaurant and the tenant. Check this out. We'll talk about it.
Discussion regarding the license violations. Squeegee 2 Inc., DBA, Sosabi Restaurant, 915 County Street, Adelson, Texera.
How you doing?
Hi, Mr. Texera. How are you? Please state your name and address for the record.
Adelson, Texera, 25 Kimber Road, Boston, Massachusetts.
Okay. Mr. Texera, I think you're on the agenda because the city got a email on June 2nd it went to a number of people. And it basically said that you, and I want to make sure I say this right, that one of your tenants in the building, Mr. McKeon, you own the building?
No.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. One of the tenants in the building, Mr. Colin McKeon.
I know him. Like, we don't talk. I was trying to talk to him, but he never started to me. He live upstairs.
He's got a very long email here, and you may not have seen this. Have you seen this?
No.
That's what I was afraid of. He's got a lot of complaints.
You have every day complaint to the owner, sometimes for no reason. We just opened the restaurant just to run the business. Me, my wife, my mom. The guy complain every day. He play basketball inside the apartment. There's people eat at the food dusting.
Yeah.
Okay. I trying to talk to the owner. I got text message with the owner. I trying to be nice to him. I invite him inside. He don't want to say, "Oh, I was to be Marine." I said, "I was to be Marine back to my country too." We're not here for. We're trying to be nice to each other because we're neighbor. You know?
So we're here to address this complaint, this email, is that we're here today?
This is what it's on. I'm going to give you just a small synopsis, but he should have the opportunity to see this. But
okay.
It says, and this is the middle, they are currently blasting bass 5 days a week. On Wednesdays and Thursdays, it goes until midnight. On Fridays and Saturdays, it goes until 2:20 a.m. and never shuts down before 1 a.m. This bass, excuse me though, just let me finish. This bass goes for 12 hours a day. Sometimes after closing, the staff leaves the bass on while they remain. On Sundays, the bass starts at 10:30 a.m. and thumps continuously until midnight. The real-world impact of these actions on my family is severe. The relentless bass causes extreme sleep deprivation. It has given my teenage daughters headaches, making it impossible for them to study or sleep in their own bedroom or occasional weeknights and every weekend. Furthermore, I am 100% service-connected United States Marine Corps veteran. I live with documented heart conditions as well as service-connected mental health conditions stemming from my military service. As any medical professional will confirm, chronic sleep deprivation and constant unavoidable structural vibrations or direct triggers that heavily aggravate these conditions. It goes on and on. It's very, very, very lengthy. This gentleman has never seen this, so I'm not gonna question him on it. What I'd like to do is get them a copy of this. I mean, I've asked the police are here and they've got a couple of calls, but every time two calls?
Two.
They've got 2 calls, and when they got there, there's nothing.
Of course, that's it. It's a line.
You play music throughout the day?
They
don't have an entertainment permit.
No, but they can play it.
We have
That's the one.
We have a small speaker under the TV next to the bar. Every time you go there, one time he called the owner, named Gauvin. The owner go there, it's nothing. It's a lot of people eating. You just punch in the door, you start screaming. Everybody say, "What's going on?" "Oh, the music's so loud." I say, "The music's not loud." So maybe you guys have to put some roof something and say, "Oh, that's not my property." Maybe one day I can fix it. The music can go, but it's no music, nothing.
Is it from the TV or is it actually music,
It's a small
songs?
speaker like on the TV.
But what's going over the speaker? Music?
It's a small speaker. It's like I'm sorry.
Like a sound bar?
Some bar, but it's very small.
But what's going over it? The TV volume, the TV, or music?
I don't know what he's screaming. It's
No. What is going on? What's playing on that speaker? The TV, the soccer game?
No, now we
or
play the
music?
soccer game. Last time the kid didn't play.
Yeah.
Last time we have it early in the morning, but we don't do nothing.
Yeah.
The TV all down because people want to eat and stuff like that. But it's no noise, sir.
Okay.
Very, very no noise. He complain every time he complain. One time I started with the nice one, but I clean up the note and he said no park there. You can park in the driveway because I'm the only one allowed there to park there. So you can park it all the way down there, park behind you. Because sometimes I have to be back and forth. I try to be nice to the person.
This one says the police went in the very day he's talking about, and there was no music.
It's no music. That day he didn't play, the police go there, it's no music either. I'm trying to just run the business, not to disturb nobody.
What are your hours?
They give me to me 8 in the morning to 1 o'clock. But I just open
1
11.
a.m.?
Yes, I open 11. Now the business kind of down. I just open Thursday to Sunday.
Okay.
The only day I open early is a Sunday, 10 a.m. because I do brunch breakfast. But it's nothing. It's just family members gonna bring your people to have breakfast.
Well, I don't know really what we can do, to be very honest with you, because this gentleman does say a lot in this email, but it hasn't been substantiated by the police department, and it's, trust me, he sent this email to everybody. Andrew Raposa, Cliff Pond, Chris Peckham, Canuel, Kadeen, the Mid. I mean, this went to everybody.
The The owner trying to give us.
Didn't go to me. I didn't get it.
No, I didn't get it.
Yeah,
No, I didn't-
so-
But I'm saying all the city
City council.
departments are going to be investigating, and we don't have anything. I don't know what we can do to this.
We have almost
Nothing.
almost 8 months. The time ago, the owner, somebody moved to third floor. I told her, me and my wife, we have 2 kids. You want to live upstairs like that because you see the noise? Oh, and I'm stop it bothering me. I said, okay. I told the owner trying to talk to them to live on the third floor.
Yeah.
We're gonna live in the second floor, no problem. I trying to be nice to the guy all the time. I told him and the family to come.
What did the landlord do? Would landlord say anything?
Landlord trying to. Right now, I'm trying to. Me, my family, my mom, we're trying to decide what we can do to buy the property. To see, we're trying to. Because we like it. That's the thing we do back home.
Yes, they don't want it to show cause. The police did not want it to be a show cause.
What did the second call, what was the second call regarding? Unfounded as well.
Neither call.
And last time I asked for the museum, I said, listen, I don't want it too much. I just have it to bring a customer because right now business is very slow. At least you can get like 6 to 9 a.m. Oh, I'm sorry, 6 p.m. to 9:50, 10 o'clock. I stop the music. I don't want it.
But you don't have right now. This is not.
No, I don't have it. I know.
I'm just letting you know. You want to apply, I get it. But this right now is only to discuss this violation. You want to apply for it, you got to come back.
I just talked to the person trying to help me get a park in the Pleasant Street.
Okay.
From the home, I'm trying to get a.
Is this gentleman on the second floor or the third floor?
Second floor.
Second floor.
Yeah.
And the tenants on the third floor, do they have any issues?
No,
No.
not that I know.
Okay. And your landlord does not have any issues?
No, the landlord say everything. The landlord say, listen, this one don't bother. No, I'm not bothering nobody. I'm just trying to avoid the business.
Can I ask one more question?
Yes.
That soundbar that's under the TV, can you move it somewhere? Like maybe a little down more, just to say you did, or maybe it will relieve some of the noise.
Yes,
I don't know.
but the way they complain, the living room right here. You know, County Street, the speaker all the way down there.
So it's not even under them. It's not even under them. No, okay. All right, don't bother
Those-
with it then. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. I mean, it was only a discussion. They don't have to entertain a motion. Just.
No.
I have nothing more. You're good.
Yeah.
You're good. I'm gonna just. We heard it. We discussed it. No action taken.
Yep.
You all set?
Yep.
Thank you, sir.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Right, so no action taken. The guy's got a little bit of a sound bar. Okay. The neighbor's complaining. I can't sleep. It's vibrating my floors. My teenage kids, they can't study. You know, they can't even sleep. I'm a veteran. The PTSD and my mental health is not good with vibrating walls and bass and music all day. Don't move above a restaurant or any type of business. Apparently you need quiet. Maybe don't move to the city, since that's what Fall River is, last time I checked. And not only is it a city, in Massachusetts, it's one of 26 gateway cities, which means cities that are going to grow a denser population, meaning they're going to get a little noisy. So whoever Mr. McKinnon was, you're a Karen. And calm down. Get over it. Or move. Let the business succeed. People complain too damn much. Now, I don't know about you guys. High school, I wasn't too good at algebra. You do the numbers with the letters. For a while, it didn't make sense. Now, just imagine having a problem with algebra, and you're in school, and then they suggest, hey, how about we do a double classroom, a back-to-back class, a block schedule, to help you with your algebra? Would that help you? Think back to when you was a kid. Would that help you, or would you tune out? Check this out. We'll talk about it.
And then the 5th is Algebra 1 support pilot, and the proposed change is to pilot a double block of Algebra 1 for selected grade 9 students, the rationale being that it would provide additional instructional support to strengthen foundational math skills and improve long-term success for respective students.
This is the only one I have an issue with. Sure. There's not a lot of research to support this. Creating a double block of something a student's already struggling in is only creating more opportunity for a student to not be in a course that they can excel at and gain confidence. Just throwing that out there. Are we offering, for example, because you're targeting 9th grade, are we offering a summer ramp up instead? So you were identified as a student who we think may struggle in Algebra 1. We'd like to offer you this summer school in algebra that would help you get ready for Algebra 1 versus a double block just really takes a big chunk of time in a student's schedule in a course that they already struggle in. And now they can't take something where they might feel some success and build their confidence. So it's just, and there's really not a lot out there to support this. I've had this conversation many times, most of it math teachers, but we've had a lot of conversations around this. So I just want to throw that out there for conversation.
No, that's a great point. We met with Cheryl Patterson, the math director, Matt Sakel, the dean at the high school, and this team really, and we want to take a multi sort of faceted approach to algebra. One of the things we did discuss was the summer. We actually had that conversation in the meeting was, and I think planning forward, that is something we definitely want to think about for next year is how do we identify these kids and ramp them up? I've used that approach with 5th graders coming in, let's say to a middle school, right? So that's definitely something we'll probably come back with and say, hey, we want to look at this. This was one of the pieces we also looked at for kids that we felt we would have to really work with those teachers around what are they doing, because just more time in that class doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to more effectively meet their needs.
Research to
Right,
show it is
exactly.
effective.
Right. And then the other piece, we really started just working back and saying, what does this mean for 8, 7, and 6, right? And so we have some acceleration opportunities, and so we're really thinking about like studying what happens at that middle school level. So this is sort of one piece of a broader piece around algebra, and I think this really stemmed from the high school studying their data around kids who are not where they need to be yet in algebra and what their long-term success looks like, right? To sort of summarize.
Since you got about 6 weeks left, can we think about this as a semester ramp up versus hogging up a double block for kids for the full year? Just think about it. Talk with your math folks about it. I just hate to see a kid be tied up for 2 blocks, not be able to take another option, another elective that might really be that spark that gives them confidence and makes them want to be in school and successful. And if you give them 2 blocks of something they're not good at, which means they probably don't like it, and now they're stuck in it for 2 blocks for a full year. I'm just gonna throw that back at you for some thoughts. Go ahead, Tom.
No, I'm with you 100%. I was thinking immediately, I was woeful in high school in algebra and geometry. I just tuned out. It was just not something I was inherently interested in as a young student. I'm thinking about adolescence, the clinical side, tuning out, also attention span, that kind of thing, and something they may not like. But I was looking at you at number 4, when you're talking about Project Lead the Way, is there an alternative approach to maybe trying to ramp up their skills in algebra through a more hands-on approach? Or does it have to be classical algebra?
I mean, I know that we're playing with something in the summer right now, right? There's a course that we found some success with in our summer program that I think the kids are pretty excited about. I went to like an expo last year, actually. And I think we're continuing that course this year as well. That is something we started last year that we're starting to study, and it's algebra, but it's all project-based. And really, I think it's actually co-taught with a science, with an engineering teacher. So that is something we're exploring and kind of studying, like to that point is like,
They built roller coasters for
yeah, that's what they do. Yeah.
So because it's visual and hands-on, I think for that student at risk of understanding classical algebra, I just remember tuning out terribly in algebra, and I did lousy in it all throughout my required high school days. That being said, what you just said makes inherent sense to me, something that they're building and that they can visualize and then apply it to the concepts of understanding algebra.
Yeah, given that the high school's done that for now 2 years, that could be something we lean on next summer as a ramp up, right? Where we could think of a ramp up in an enrichment kind of way and say, how do we create this for maybe But I think the feedback, you know, is well received around, hey, look at this as a potential semesterized option. I think this is just the approach from the high school is, hey, what we're doing right now, you know, needs to be sort of tweaked a bit.
Yeah.
And so putting our heads together to say, what are all the things, including the summer?
I like all the proposed changes, and I really want to praise you guys for scouring your program of studies and just continually trying to refine it, you know, according to the times. I really praise you for that, you know. Just concerned about that algebra item. That's the only thing I'm concerned about.
The only one I have some hesitation on. The other stuff really sounds like an advantage for students. I just, you know, and as you said, more of the same doesn't make it better. So just give that to you to think about. We have a couple of weeks before our meeting. You have some time to think about it, but the other stuff looks great.
Okay, so this is where I get on this. I like how they're trying to think of a possible hands-on approach teaching algebra. And I like that Anna Riley and Thomas Corey of the school committee both were united against an extended class of algebra, especially for the kids who need help with algebra. Luckily, Thomas Corey knows how it is. As he stated, he wasn't too well in algebra during high school. So maybe for him, hands-on learning would have been better, hence why he speaks that. And I agree, some people learn better in different ways. Now, in the intro of this podcast is my song, Just a Kid from Fall River, produced by Cali Azul on our collab EP, Chopped in Silence, available on all platforms. In the song, I said, let's teach with VR, less bills that way. In a short statement, I encapsulated a lot. School budgets bloated because of buildings, janitors, maintenance, roofing. Last summer, we had a huge issue with mold in classrooms. All of that. Let's take the hands-on learning approach. And instead of decreasing the use of technology and trying to bring it back to papers, let's think VR, where you're immersed in the educational plan. Check this out. We'll talk about it.
So I calculated the slope of glaciers melting, and I took the graph and I actually moved it and interacted with it to find the numbers, and then I took those numbers and I've calculated the slope, and then I used that slope to then kind of find out what will happen in the future.
I feel like there's a lot more hands-on, just like, and it's just a different experience, so it makes it easier. Well, I wouldn't say easier, but like, I feel like I understand it better.
Well, normally we just sit there and we like do it on a calculator and do it on a piece of paper. This time we actually got to, like, it was fun. You got to actually go into a different world and do it, I guess. And yeah, it was cool. I've never done anything like that.
Nothing like the kids say learning is cool. That's a new one, right? Maybe because not using paper. Look. Chapter 3, paragraph 4. It's your turn to read. Come on now. Nobody is fully retaining everything. They've already done studies saying that anywhere from 70 to 90% higher retention rate with virtual reality learning. Maybe somebody needs to send this to the school committee to think about a pilot program with virtual reality classes for students who may be more inclined to learn better with hands-on academia. But what do I know? I'm just a kid from Fall River. I don't know. Anyways, let's get to the real nitty gritty. Check this out. We'll talk about it. 45-year-old Fall River man held without bail after indictment on drug trafficking and firearm charges. All right. So, Fall River man faced the judge Wednesday after an arrest on a list of drug and firearm charges. According to police, in March, detectives assigned to the cash unit executed a search warrant on Forest Street. Target of the warrant was 45-year-old Rashawn Scott. Detectives called Scott to the exterior door of the residence. Upon observing detectives approaching, clearly identified by vests and badges, Scott retreated inside and refused to comply with verbal commands to open the door. Detectives subsequently made forced entry into the building. Scott was located in the entry hallway, where it is believed he had been using his body weight to prevent police entry. During the execution of the search warrant, detectives located a digital scale with suspected fentanyl and all cocaine residue, along with narcotics, packaging materials inside the apartment. And a further search of the basement revealed additional contraband concealed within a cabinet in the ceiling. Items recovered included an EP Armory AR-15 short barrel rifle. It was unmarked, commonly referred to as ghost gun, approximately 114 grams of suspected fentanyl, approximately 247 grams of suspected methamphetamine pills, approximately 7.6 grams of cocaine. There's the gun right there. Police department noted that this case represents another strong example of proactive police work focused on identifying and apprehending individuals who endanger our community and contribute to poisoning the city. Through coordinated investigative efforts and decisive action, detectives were able to remove dangerous weapons and illegal drugs from the streets. As a result of the investigation, Rashawn Scott was placed under arrest for the following charges: trafficking heroin, morphine, opium, fentanyl, 100 grams or more, trafficking methamphetamine, 200 grams or more, possess to distribute Class B drug, subsequent offense. Firearm without FID card, subsequent offense. Possess large capacity firearm, possession of large capacity firearm in commission of a felony, possession of ammunition without a FID card, firearm violation with 3 prior violent drug crimes. That one's going to hold him. Yeah. According to court records, Scott was arraigned in Fall River District Court, pled not guilty, and was held without bail. On Wednesday in Fall River Superior Court, he pled not guilty to drug trafficking and firearm charges and was held without bail, pending a dangerous hearing scheduled for July 23rd. I'll tell you how this is going to go right now. He's going to get held dangerous. And he got all those subsequent offenses. This is a state case. Possibly get picked up by the feds if there's any investigation of him transporting out of state. But he's going wait for some years. That's going to hold him. He's 45. His 50th birthday going to be behind the walls. Let's just say that. At least the big 5-0 50th birthday for him will be behind the walls. Now, this horrible, heinous part of crime is on the rise in Fall River. Unfortunately, check this out. We'll talk about it. Rapes up 14% in Fall River in 2025, up 38% compared to the 5-year average. According to the police department's newly released crime data, rapes in Fall River increased by 14% in 2025 compared to 2024, while increasing a staggering 38% compared to the past 5-year average. Per the police department's mid-year report, rapes are already up almost 9% over 2025. That's fucking horrible. The alarming part of the rape statistics is that rapes in 2025 were 38% higher than the previous 5-year average. The normal range is 41 to 53, yet Fall River saw 57 in 2024 and 65 in 2025, both above the normal range. Rapes in Fall River by year: 2020 there was 41, 2021 there was 43, 2022 there was 48, 2023 there was 46, 2024 57, 2025 65, and 2026 38. But that's through June. Absolutely horrible, people. In 2026, there were 38 rapes in the city in the first 6 months, or 8.6 higher percentage than the same time frame for 2025. This means the city is on pace for 76 rapes in 2026, a large jump from 41 in 2020. In 2025, the police department responded to 134 calls for service regarding sexual assaults, which is an increase from 2024 by 13.56%. But the total assaults are up. Per the 2025 Fall Crime Report, the police department said the number of reported sexual assault calls for service does not fully capture the scope of sexual assault investigations conducted by the police department. Rapes are up. Sexual assaults, rapes, bunch of weirdos doing weird things. Horrible, heinous, disgusting things. There should be the death penalty for that. For all these sex offenders. Moving on. Check this out. We'll talk about it. For police department boosts patrol ranks to near 17-year high. Oh, they hiring. They hiring a lot. Like many law enforcement departments, recruiting and maintaining staffing levels have been a challenge to the department for years. The good news is that the trend may be reversing as the police department is increasing its complement of patrol officers, the likes of which haven't been seen in the past 17 years. In late May, 11 new officers were sworn in. It was a pretty big class, but we just trumped it, said Acting Police Chief J.D. Hall. On June 22nd, another 13 candidates entered the academy. So that 13 puts us at 177 patrol officers and detectives. Historically speaking, if you go back to the archives in 2009, we were at about 181. That number doesn't include the approximately 35 to 40 superior officers in the department. Hall said the department will surpass 2009 numbers of patrol officers in August, when he will hire another 6 candidates to go on to the training academy. For the past few years, the department has been battling attrition, said Hall, between retirements, resignations, or candidates that change their minds in either the academy or during their probationary periods. From 2022 to 2024, staffing levels began to trend downwards, with the retirements and resignation outpacing recruitment, according to Hall. Some former city police officers left to pursue careers in other police departments. 2024, of the 9 resignations, 8 went to other departments. But in 2025, with stepped up recruitment officers, the police department was in a positive course correction with the hiring of 48 new officers. There's the largest wave of new hires for the department. Back in the 80s, there was a big push for hiring officers, but that was when there were a lot of federal dollars for public safety. I think the biggest thing that I'm trying to do is get a place where we can be above a full complement to absorb retirements and things like long-term sick leave and not have it affect our day-to-day services, said Hall. He said the department has been having to do more with less for some time. You hire them, they have to go to the academy and then through field training. It takes about 9 months before they're actually on the road per se, like having a baby. They're not fully functional at this point, said Hall. Cognizant that the department has a lot of young and inexperienced officers right now and are still learning the job, Hall, now retired Chief Kelly Furtado and Captain William Platt decided to revise their field training program. Now, as young officers graduating from the academy, they are not immediately put out on the street in field training with an experienced partner. Rather, they spend 3 to 4 weeks at Fort Police Department University. We put them in a classroom environment and we do a lot of things with our policies as it relates to the law, a lot of role playing and scenario based training so they know how we do it in Fort in a controlled environment, said Hall. Said it helps the new officers understand the transactional things the police department does. For example, trainers will create a mock breaking and entering scenario and role play the whole process from asking questions on scene to writing the report. They then send it to a supervisor who reviews it so it gives them the feel of the chain of command and get feedback. We're finding that by doing that, we are checking a lot of transactional boxes, Hall said. And candidates are also getting added support before they even enter their academy that addresses the required fitness tests. Perhaps a candidate can do the 1.5 mile run, but they can't beat the push-ups required. We do a 3-day-a-week voluntary fitness training, which not many other departments do, said Hall. We used to lose about half the people from the fitness standard. Now we're probably at a 90% success rate. So, people are passing the fitness test now. Recruitment hasn't been this good in 17 years. They got the new classroom set up. It's under new leadership. Chief Hall, while Kelly Furtado's gone, Gauvin's gone, all these other people's gone. There was 9 resignations. 8 of them went to other departments. That says something. So I like the restructuring. I like the classroom before these new rookies are put on the streets. At least they get a scenario type feel where it's like half real before you put them in a real environment where something can get real ugly real quick. And one thing I always say, and I'm going to keep saying it until it happens because it's only smart for it to happen if you think about it. The classroom setting is to reinforce protocol to make sure these new recruits understand the rules, laws, how to enforce them, so forth. We have body cams now. Let's, as a revenue source and as a policing measure, live stream body cams. You can mute out some personal info, so there'll be a little delay on the body cams. You can go on the police department website, click on whatever office profile picture you want, And their profile will show you how long they've been an officer, their rank, whatever. I mean, background, shit like that. It gets it where if you're a good, great cop, you're going to become a celebrity. People are going to watch you. We all heard and watched the cop show, right? Bad boys, what you gonna do? Come on now. They even had the live PD spinoff, was the ride-alongs. That's cool, but it's still all chopped and edited. Body cam footage on YouTube and body cam reaction videos. It's through the roof. It's a huge market. You have these body cams go live. These officers will follow every single protocol. They will move by the book. We will have the best policing that we've ever seen. And say you gotta to watch it, you can watch a few minute clips for free. But you want to watch the continuous live stream? Well, you pay $9.99 a month. And you subscribe. You got 100,000 residents, roughly. You get 50,000 to subscribe at $10 a month. That's a lot of revenue. And it will show the country a new form of policing. Not only accountability, but transparency, which is something everybody, left or right, red or blue, wants. Especially when the city's strapped for cash and looking towards revenue ideas. There's one that doesn't raise taxes and could potentially be a huge yearly revenue. Would there be monthly, weekly, annual, daily subscriptions with different price points? But what I know, I'm just kidding for it. Now check this out. We'll talk about it. Court dismisses lawsuit by former police captain against former police chief Paul Gauvin in Fall River. Federal judge has dismissed a lawsuit filed by former police captain Gil Costa against City of Fall River and the police chief Paul Gauvin, ruling that Gauvin is protected by qualified immunity. In a decision released on Wednesday, U.S. District Judge Denise Casper granted summary judgment to the defendants on all claims, effectively ending Costa's case. Costa, a longtime former police officer hired in 1989, alleged that he had faced retaliation after speaking out at a May 18, 2021 union meeting. At the meeting, Costa raised concerns that the then captain Paul Gauvin was improperly awarding extra compensatory time to himself and detectives in the Major Crimes Division beyond what was allowed under the union. Costa claimed that after raising the issue, Gauvin, who later became police chief, bypassed him for multiple captain promotions in 2022 and 2023 in retaliation. Costa was eventually promoted to captain in March 2024, though he has said the position is less desirable than others. Costa sued under the Massachusetts Whistleblower Act, the Massachusetts Civil Rights Act, and federal law, alleging First Amendment retaliation. Judge Casper dismissed the state law claims after Costa did not oppose summary judgments. On the key federal claim that Gauvin retaliated against Costa for exercising his First Amendment rights, the court ruled in Gavin's favor on the grounds of qualified immunity. The court concludes that even assuming that Costa has made out a First Amendment violation in connection with the promotion decisions, Gauvin is entitled to qualified immunity because an objectively reasonable official in his position could have believed that his conduct did not violate Costa's constitutional rights. While the court found that Costa was speaking as a private citizen rather than as part of his official duties, when he raised the compensatory time issue at the union meeting, it concluded that a reasonable police chief in Gavin's position could have believed Costa's comments were made in his capacity as a public employee. Because the law was not clearly established at the time, Gauvin could not be held personally liable. Well, the ruling means Costa's lawsuit has been dismissed in its entirety. Chief Gauvin cannot be held personally responsible for the promotion decisions, and the city of Fall River faces no liability. Costa could still appeal the decision to the U.S. Court of Appeals for the First Circuit. For the sake of Fall River, right now with us being broke, I'm happy that we won. However, we all know Gauvin just got away with that. However, the city is broke right now. On the last episode, I played a video clip of a recent city council meeting with Linda Pereira teasing and hinting possibly bringing back purple bags and pay as you throw. Like, we're that broke right now. So I'm kind of happy we beat the lawsuit and we're not liable. However, Paul Gauvin got away with that. That was retaliation. But that's what you get for telling, man. You told on him at the union meeting. Said he was scamming overtime and was giving overtime to other people. Obviously, he's going to retaliate, especially when he has the power to. It's human psychology. Whether it's morally correct or not, it's reality. Moving along to another reality here in Fall River. The St. John's Club, again, is looking to rent their kitchen. It's like Groundhog Day. Like deja vu. Check this out. We'll talk about it. St. John's Club looking for new kitchen tenant after restaurant leaves location. New restaurant that just opened in April has ceased operations in Fall River. The Angry Tomato at 1365 Rodman Street inside St. John's Club took to social media to express their unhappiness and has since left the location. The eatery was a casual American comfort food spot, burgers, sandwiches, wings, etc., run by Chef Joe Armstrong and his partner Robin Sullivan. The two also produce and sell a line of small batch sauces, barbecue rubs, jams, jellies, and pickled goods under the Angry Tomato brand. While Angry Tomato has left Rodman Street, they have not at all ceased operations, according to a social media post. Is their post. Bold flavor, New England soul, small batch, big attitude. Stay tuned. We will be back. We've been hard at work behind the scenes, developing new flavors, new products, and exciting opportunities to bring the Angry Tomato to more events, more tables, and more customers across New England. From our award-winning barbecue sauces and jams to our signature rubs and specialty products, we're getting ready for what's next. Thank you to everyone who has supported us along the way. The next chapter is just around the corner. Find us at events, farmers markets, and festivals across New England. The club is now looking for someone to rent their commercial kitchen space. Recently, there's been a lot of turnover at that spot. Casa Bar and Grill left the location for Providence earlier this year. That's one. Olympio's restaurant started in February 2025 and ceased operation months later. That's two. Azor's Family Restaurant opened in March of 2024 and moved to Swansea after closing in December 2025. That's three. Ocean Star Restaurant moved to Plymouth Ave after announcing in February they were gone. Maria Ferrer and Rosa Bababa relocated twins onto Miller Street. That's 5. Now Angry Tomato, that's 6. St. John's advertisement for the kitchen rentals that they are under new management, and to call that number that was on your screen. Hey, new management, okay? It's called 508-672-9185 for a private walkthrough. Tell them the Fall River Experience sent you. Hopefully, things can work out. St. John's Club has the space, venue size, parking, and the potential to be something big. Hopefully, they can work out a favorable agreement for both parties of whatever restaurant is in there. If it's an issue with the bar, follow Liberal Club's formula. If that's not what you want to do, instead of renting it out to a business, hire a chef and serve your own food with your own wait staff and have your own restaurant. Because you have the space. Personally, that's what I would do. If I was St. John's Club owners, I'd do that because it seems like they're not meshing well with others. So if it's a my way, a highway type thing, just do it your way. And do it up. You got the parking. You got the venue space. Maybe an entertainment venue. I don't know. What do I know? I'm just kidding from Fall River. Pizza. Let's talk about it. New pizza place replacing former pizza place on North Main Street. New pizza place. It's Fall River. It's coming. Licensing board got the common victuals license for Napoli Pizza, which will be taking over the former Fiorentina Pizza. The eatery will operate Monday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. and Sunday from noon to 9. The board granted the license, but the opening date wasn't revealed. So, with that being said, try out that pizza. Let's all give it a try and see how Napoli Pizza does. I will critique one thing. The awning and sign that was Fiorentina's pizza looks horrible. It looks like it literally just got spray painted over. A bad spray paint over. And the new sign. Please do better with your signage. And that goes to all businesses in the city. Make your signage pop and get people's attention. These horrible signage is drastically hurting your business. Moving along, but before we do, share this out to your newsfeed, share this to groups, tag people in the post, tag it in the comment sections. Share with like-minded people in Messenger. It's highly appreciated. Now, people talk shit about Fall River. People talk shit about Fall River education. Oh, yeah? Well, 1 in 8 schools, 1 out of the 8 schools selected out of the country for the Smithsonian thing, Fall River. Check it out. We'll talk about it. Fall River Public School receives national recognition, 1 of only 8 in the country Florida Public Schools has announced that Edmund P. Talbot Middle School has been selected as one of just 8 schools nationwide to participate in the Smithsonian Science Education Center's Strategic Planning Institute, the first step in a 3-year journey toward becoming a Smithsonian STEAM School of Distinction. Florida Public Schools states that the Smithsonian STEAM Schools of Distinction program recognizes middle and high schools that take a comprehensive school-wide approach to integrating science, technology, engineering, the arts, and mathematics to create innovative, inclusive, and engaging learning environments. The program is the first of its kind in the Smithsonian's near 180-year history. As part of this prestigious opportunity, a team from Talbot has traveled to Washington, D.C. to participate in the 5-day thing. Representing Fall River Public Schools are Dr. Kimberly La Liberty, Director of Science, Lisa Sagarella, Principal Vaughn Rigo, Aiden Shane, Daniela Munez, Marquise Taylor, and 2 representatives from Coaching for Change, Talbot's partner with this. So congratulations to Talbot for being chosen to be one out of 8 schools invited to this Smithsonian Institute of Science, Technology, Engineering, Arts, Math initiative for 2026 as a high honor. Congratulations, Talbot. Now, moving along, check this out. We'll talk about it. Mays Playground, Pereira Enterprise donates $500. Thanks to Paulo Pereira, Pereira Enterprise at 65 Tower Street in Fall River for stepping up to support Mays Playground with a $500 donation. State leadership reduced the funding to punish Alan Sylvia for voting for the audit. All right. So, appreciate him doing that. And let's get that part to be a reality. Now, check this out. We'll talk about it. Lafayette Durfee House joining up with Little Theater Fall River to present free history event. The Lafayette Durfee House is joining with Little Theater Fall River to present a free history event on Saturday, July 18th from 1 to 3 p.m. at the Lafayette Durfee House, 94 Cherry Street in Fall River. Join for a discussion about Fall River's involvement in the Revolutionary War and the history behind 1776, the musical. David Jennings of the Lafayette Durfee House will lead the discussion. Joining him are George Charbonneau, who starred as John Adams in Little Theater of Fall River's 1976 production, and Aaron Genro Visco, who was playing John Adams in the upcoming production. There will also be performances by members of the current cast of 1776, light refreshments, and an opportunity to tour the historic Lafayette Durfee House. So that's tomorrow afternoon on Cherry Street. Make sure you pull up to that. Be an interesting experience. Moving along, check this out. We'll talk about it. A longtime Durfee teacher in Fall River has passed away. Money being raised for a local charity in her memory. Popular Fall River teacher has passed away. According to an obituary, 58-year-old Kathleen Slowaka of Tiverton, Rhode Island, passed away on Tuesday, July 7th at Rhode Island Hospital after an illness. A summa cum laude graduate of UMass Dartmouth class of 2001, Kathleen was a history teacher for many years at BMC Durfee High School. Private arrangements were with Silva Farrier Somerset Funeral Home. In lieu of flowers, please consider making a donation in Kathleen's memory to Forever Paws Animal Shelter, 300 Linwood Street, Fall River, Massachusetts. And their phone number is 508-677-9154. R.I.P. to her, condolences to the family. It's always sad when someone passes away. Now, last but not least, I meticulously saved this for the end of the episode. Meticulously placed this for right now to talk about. I'm talking about meticulous painting, not meticulous disposal. Check it out. We'll talk about it. Illegal dumping, crime solved, suspect charged. Carl Cody, that guy. June 18th, Officer William Medeiros of the Police Department's Environmental Unit discovered several paint containers illegally dumped on protected watershed property near Blossom Road and Yellow Hill Road. Unfortunately for the suspected dumper, one of the paint cans still had an order number attached. Officer Medeiros traced the purchase, reviewed nearby surveillance footage, and identified a commercial painting van in the area the previous afternoon. The vehicle's owner later acknowledged being its sole operator and offered to make it right. By then, however, the city had already removed and properly disposed of the debris, including hazardous materials, to protect our municipal water supply. The suspected dumper will be summoned to court for illegal dumping and held responsible for the city's cleanup and disposal costs. The lesson here is simple. If you're going to call your business meticulous painting, you may want to be equally meticulous about disposing. Please dispose of paint and other hazardous materials legally. Because they check the labels. Just saying. Guy left the label. Thank you. We'll try. We'll try, Florida. We'll try. We may not succeed at what we're doing, but we'll try our damnedest. With that being said, everybody, again, even if you haven't, even if you have, share this out to your newsfeed, share this groups, tag people in the post, tag people in the comment section, send this out to like-minded individuals in Messenger. If you're an admin or moderator of a group, share this to your group, put at everyone, it tags everyone in the group. It's highly appreciated. The support is free. Takes a few minutes to spam out a bunch of shares. Just share, blast this out. And let's run these shares up. Wherever you're watching, comment below where you're watching from. Are you watching from YouTube? Are you watching from Facebook? If you're watching from Facebook, which Facebook you watching from? Are you watching from Aaron All Nighter or are you watching from the Fall River Experience? If you're watching on YouTube, you're obviously on Stream Magic Multimedia. Subscribe, turn on notifications. If you're on Facebook, follow, turn on notifications. With that being said, everybody, be good, be safe, do the right thing, stay out of trouble, treat each other with love, dignity, respect, and all that. You already know what it is. It's your boy Aaron All Nighter. Forever, you know. Yo, be good this weekend. I'm off this. Peace. All Nighter. Street Magic. Chopped in silence. Kelly Azul on the beat. Need y'all to take a ride with me. I'm just a kid from Fall River, what I know. Riding through my city that they're gentrifying, market rate housing while there's homeless dying. And I know that they're trying cause this program's out there, but I ain't reaching out there. They ain't reaching out there. Empty storefronts, internet to blame. Gotta move different if nothing is the same. Entertainment venues, bringing nightlife. Transparent police, body cams that's live. I mean live stream they whole shift. Personal info can censor it. Even though when involving police it becomes public info, but that's a different topic for a different tempo. Back to my city that they're gentrifying. Panhandlers on the Ave and the addicts dying. Parents crying, losing kids. Half my generation that are doing bids. So how are we gonna get to the youth? Teach them right and wrong, when not to shoot. Started young in kindergarten. Mental health class, your brain's a garden. Teach them all about their feelings. The senior year, let's start the healing. Since tech's here to stay, let's teach with VR. Less bills that way. But what do I know? What can I say? I'm just a kid from Fall River. It's just my observations. Chopped in silence. Kelly Azul on the beat. Soul Nighter. All-nighter. Street magic. Chopped in silence. Kelly Azul on the beat. Need y'all to take a ride with me. I'm just a kid from Fall River, what I know. Riding through my city that they're gentrifying. Market rate housing while there's homeless dying. And I know that they're trying cause this program's out there, but I ain't reaching out there. They ain't reaching out there. Empty storefronts, internet to blame. Gotta move different if nothing is the same. Entertainment venues, bringing nightlife. Transparent police, body cams that's live. I mean live stream they whole shift. Personal info can censor it. Even though when involving police it becomes public info, but that's a different topic for a different tempo. Back to my city that they're gentrifying. Panhandlers on the Ave and the addicts dying. Parents crying, losing kids. Half my generation that are doing bids. So how are we gonna get to the youth? Teach them right and wrong, when not to shoot. Started young in kindergarten. Mental health class, your brain's a garden. Teach them all about their feelings. The senior year, let's start the healing. Since tech's here to stay, let's teach with VR. Less bills that way. But what do I know? What can I say? I'm just a kid from Fall River. It's just my observations. Chopped in silence. Kelly Azul on the beat. Soul Nighter.